Company. This is a name that is family owned and operated and has been around since 1932, have a long reputation for many years of quality. And this is their 8-count of the 8-ounce boneless ribeye steaks. They are juicy, they are tender, they are easy to cook, and quite frankly, at 8 ounces, that's a totally shareable size. But if you are still looking for those delicious dishes to put on the table, trust Kansas City Steak Company, and you can absolutely trust the boneless ribeye to be super easy to cook. Now, we do have a single shipment available, so you can get them one time, or you can get auto delivery, so you can get them coming every 90 days for 1 year. Here's the big story. We have a great price on them. Our today's bonus buy is our best buy of the day on our second channel, and check this out. Typically, they would be $181.50. These are beautiful cuts of beef. But today, they're $31.52 less. So you're getting all 8 of those 8-ounce boneless ribeyes for 5 easy payments of $28. We also have free shipping and handling for you. Auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year means free shipping with each one of those. And we don't have a whole lot of these to go around. So you get the steaks, you get the signature Kansas City seasoning packets, and you also get those 5 easy payments. Wait a minute, seriously? Okay. We only have 1,700 of these to go around. We sold that many Spurtles last Saturday, okay? So don't wait on these, and don't waste another minute without Chef Ralph Pallarino in your life, because he is a former restaurant owner, he is a trained chef, and a dear friend of the show. Chef Ralph, you did it again. It's so good to see you. Look at your outfit. It's amazing.
I said to my kids, I said, what does this say? And it took them a while, and they go, world's tallest elf. I go, yeah, that's me. So
it's adorable. We love it. You know what, Ralph? You are our brand ambassador for Kansas City Steak Company. I was talking a little bit about them a moment ago. Can you enlighten us a little bit further? I mean, Kansas City Steak Company since 1932. Talk about quality.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like you said, starting in 1832, we were just really lucky because we were in the heart of Kansas City where all those beautiful cattle ranchers were. And we said, you know what? Let's do it the right way. Let's focus on taste. And how do you get a tasty piece of meat? Well, it starts with the diet. So we said, you know what? We're going to dictate what the cattle eats, and then we're going to go from there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to wet age these for 28 days, which really emphasizes the flavor. It creates this richness that you see at the white tablecloth steakhouses. Now, Mary, we're known to supply those big-time restaurants, right? So in the whole years that we've been in business, those top restaurants come to us. They give us their specs, and we make them. So I consider QVC another one of our top shelf restaurants because they come to us and they say, listen, our foodie friends want, for example, today, an 8-ounce ribeye. Why is that a big deal? Well, 8 ounces is a perfect size, right? Because you could split it, right? And each person gets 4 ounces. And because it's so rich, and if you're a true ribeye person, and we're going to try and flip some of those filet people during this airing here today, if we can. But you know that, look at these. There's 8 of them here, 8 ounces.
Those are huge.
Aren't these beautiful? Yeah, and they're about a ½ inch thick. Wow. And we're going to talk about how to cook them. And they're very easy to cook. But you see the sheer size of these. And the difference with a ribeye versus, say, like a filet is there's lots of good fat here, right? Fat equals flavor. And by the way, Mary, you know where these come from? These come from our award-winning prime rib.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. That makes y'all very special.
All right, so let's start with, so if you look at this, this is an uncooked one, and I show you this for a good reason. So the prime rib, as everyone knows, is the most unbelievable marbled piece of meat. And you see this right here. All those white lines in there, that's marbling. That occurs because of the diet of the cattle, the richness of it. And what happens is those white lines melt into the meat. It bastes the meat, Mary, while it's cooking. And because it's from the prime rib, sometimes, if you're lucky, you get a little what's called the decal, which is around the edge of that prime rib, right? It kind of really has an accelerated flavor to it. So you see the marbling. This is from my prime rib. So when you take a slice of that prime rib, now you have a ribeye. So if anyone didn't know that, and you say to yourself, well, Ralph, I love prime rib. Well, guess what? That's what this is. So you still get that melt in your mouth flavor But now what we're going to do is we're going to either sear it or grill it to get a crust on it. And I have a few tricks that we're going to do as we're here in my kitchen to show you how to cook this and have fun with it. So
I'm so
that's what this,
excited.
and we'll come back.
You know what,
Okay.
Ralph? We are already off to the races, my friend. I want to remind everybody, this is our today's bonus buy. We don't have a huge amount of these to go around. So if you want to pick it up, this is what it is that you're getting. You're getting 8 of the 8-ounce boneless ribeyes. They're juicy, they're tender, they're easy to cook, they're full of flavor, and you can get them on a single shipment if you want to. So if you have a special event coming up, maybe for the holidays you want to enjoy these, maybe New Year's Day you want to enjoy these, that's great. But you can also pick them up on auto delivery. So auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year. You can keep the 8-ounce boneless ribeye steaks coming, and you can get 2 of those 1-ounce seasoning packets. And of course, you get the steak book that helps you guide you through every step of the preparation and serving process. But when you look at it this way, our today's bonus buy price is $31.52 less today. I actually broke it down. So it's about $18.75 per steak. But at 8 ounces, I want you to realize that's like T-Rex size, okay? If you split it in half and you shared it, now you're looking at $9.37 per serving. And when you do that shared size, you could maybe pick up the Kansas City steak potatoes that are coming up later on with Ralph at the 3 p.m. hour. They sound amazing. M82015. That's your whole dinner right there. But these are incredibly special, and they're incredibly easy to cook. I know, Ralph, you've showed us before when it comes to cooking them, you know, you can cook them in a cast iron pan. We could we make these in the air fryer, or is that just crazy talk?
Okay, so you must have like overheard me last week on Gourmet Holiday. So what we've done at QVC is there was a group of folks who said, you know what, we never talked about air frying our steaks, but let's go ahead and try them out before Ralph goes on QVC and preaches to the world that these steaks are great in air fryer. They literally took 6 days and they had like multiple air fryers because, again, that's how specific we are with our steaks. And they came up with this. These are great in the air fryer at about 375, about 18 minutes, okay? So this is
Awesome.
a half-inch steak, yeah. And here's what we got here, the grill guide I'm showing you. I'm showing because look how beautiful this is. So if you want to give someone a gift and you give them some great meat, now in this grill guide, I think it's, if I could do this like a weatherman, right? Right here is the ribeye, okay? And that tells you exactly how long to cook these on a grill in a cast iron, which is about 18 minutes. So again, this is a great gift, and we took all the guesswork out of it. So Mary, you asked me how to cook these. So yes, the grill is great, the air fryer is great, but let's talk a little techie. Let's talk to my ribeye and my steak folks out there. There's something called a reverse sear, which is technically kind of like, you know, the sous vide. And a lot of times back in the day, people didn't have the sous vide. And of course, sometimes it's a little expensive. So here's what I did. I took a steak, okay? I took the ribeye steak and I put it in the oven at about 275. And this is what it is. Now, it doesn't look that appealing, but this is cooked to about 125 internally, okay?
Okay.
I put it in the oven. This is called reverse sear. In the oven for about, again, 15 minutes at 275. So it's slowly cooked the inside. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. I'm going to take the same steak. I'm going to put it in a nice hot pan, and we're going to sear both sides of that about 2 or 3 minutes. And now the inside of that is going to be perfect. And you're going to have the crust on both sides and an internal temperature of about 135.
That sounds amazing. See, you're always teaching us things. I have to say, I jumped into our chat that's happening live on my Facebook page right now.
Okay.
Eric said, I like your shirt, Ralph. The holiday elf looks fantastic on you. And I love what Bobby said a moment ago. Bobby said, I'm not sharing a steak. And I say, you know what? More power to you. I love Bobby. I love all of our chatters. Hi to Tiger. Hi to Jim. Hi to Margarita. Hi, Wendy. Hi, everybody who's there. Hi, Bobby. But you know what? I look at it as this. There is something very, very special about a company that can make it in the food industry since 1932. I mean, this is a very competitive business, and things change all the time. Access to food changes all the time. I don't know if you've noticed. I know I certainly have. Food at my grocery store, the prices are skyrocketing. I mean, I order pretty much the same thing every week for us to have at the house, and Oh my gosh, the bill has changed exponentially. I'm sure you've noticed this too. So when it comes to getting quality beef, the question also comes to mind when you're at the grocery store, where is this from? What kind of beef is this? How much of this am I trimming and throwing away? What's it going to taste like? Am I going to ruin it when I get it home to cook? This is all of the answers to those questions in a very positive light. And you're getting 8 of the 8-ounce boneless ribeye steaks for 5 easy payments of $28. Yes, it is $31.52 less as our highlighted price today. Yes, you can get it on auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year. But Ralph, I would love for you to. Folks are just tuning in. A lot of folks finishing their orders right now. Don't leave it in your cart. We have 2 weeks until Christmas. Can you get detailed with me about the beef? Because Kansas City Steak Company beef is quality, it's juicy, it's tender, and it's so much better than what I've been able to find at my grocery store for sure.
Yeah, you're not going to get this in a grocery store because of 2 really important things. First of all, this is American beef. We dictate the diet. So we don't just take any cattle. We work directly with our farmers. And then here's the big thing, the aging process. 28 days aging a ribeye is going to give you more of that marbling, and it's going to give you a richer taste. So when you go to that grocery store, you're not going to see the white lines here, okay? You're just not going to see. And look at that decal. Remember I was talking to you about that little decal that you see on a prime rib? This is, some people literally, this is all they eat. So for us to give you a little taste of that, which is, now you're talking about super heavenly richness. If you are into ribeyes and you're into steaks, and you love that beefy taste, this is your cut. And again, this comes from our prime rib, Mary. So again, we don't have a lot of these because we sell a lot of the prime ribs during the holidays, as we have in the last couple months. So for us to do this deal, it's a big deal because look at all that. That's a beautiful piece of steak. You won't see this. And the other thing, Mary, is we flash freeze these at the top of its freshness.
Nice.
So in 12 months from now, when you defrost this, it will taste the same. You can't say that about a grocery store cut. A lot of times, who knows how long it's been sitting there. I'm going to check my steak that we're going to reverse sear. Check this out, right?
That's perfect.
You like that? Okay.
As he backs up to the back.
Wait, just look at this. Look at that.
That's beautiful searing.
Look at that. Okay, so I'm searing on the other side, and then we'll cut into this. But only a 1 or 2 minutes, and look at that.
I know.
We've already cooked it in the oven, Mary.
They're so easy. They're so flavorful. And you know what? Let's talk about how special the holidays are this year, right? I mean, last year we had a lot of questions. This year we still have some of those questions, but I've heard from so many of you that you're having small gatherings this year. You know, so much is happening in the world, and to be able to sit down at the table and have something familiar and delicious and something that we know. There's just something so beautiful about a gorgeous cut of steak. Ribeye is always so popular. Bone-in ribeye can be difficult to cook and can be tricky because it'll cook faster in some places than others with the bone in. With the bone out here, it's going to cook evenly, it's going to cook quickly, and all of that flavor is still going to be deliciously there. Now, we do have an 8-count of our 8-ounce boneless ribeye steaks for 5 easy payments of $28. And we want to see more of the reverse sear steak, but continue to place your orders on auto delivery. I know that's always a popular choice. Auto delivery is a great way to go because you lock in that great price and you can skip shipments at any time. You can cancel shipments at any time. You can control it all from your app and from QVC.com and for giving us a call. But you want to lock in this value because it's excellent, and you get free shipping with each and every future shipment. So we are doing something called reverse searing with these ribeye steaks, and you showed us a moment ago. Can we take a look at the finished steak because it's making my mouth water a little bit?
Absolutely. I'm going to make you wait 1 second. I have to because I forgot one important step. When you get your steak out of the package, this is your favorite friend, okay? You want to pat that steak super dry. Moisture kills the steak. Just remember that. Here's your best friend. Okay. So let's just cut into that. Oh my goodness, look at that. See, that's a perfect medium rare.
Oh,
look at that.
Yes, please.
Look at that.
Lovely.
See, that's a perfect medium rare. Nice and juicy. You see that there. That's a medium rare, about 135. And like I said, this is great too in a pinch because you cook all your steaks in the oven, and then when your friends arrive, sear them for 1 or 2 minutes on each side on a pan, and then you're ready to go. Then you create conversation in the room Because people, I have to say, Mary, when they find out I do steaks, that's all they want to talk about. They don't